Are you tired?
Welcome.
Let's dig in.
Real meal.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
right.
is certainly food.
Thanks. Welcome.
Let's dig in.
Real meal.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
right.
is certainly food.
Thanks.
Let's dig in.
Real meal.
Mmm, the crunchy fried chicken skin looks so good. Are you guys cool if I squeeze some lemon over it?
Sure. Thanks.
No lemon for me. I'm good with it as is.
I'll pass on the lemon, too.
I think you're missing out with no lemon. It really adds to the dish. So it's a waste not to use it.
What? Adds how?
The juice draws out the natural flavors of the chicken. It also helps reduce your fat intake. So, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Is that right? I never knew.
Flavor, huh?
So whose do I need to put it on? Who wants lemon?
Me.
I'm out.
Me.
Never mind, I'm in.
Actually, I'll pass. No, wait. I do want some.
None for me.
Gosh, you guys are a pain in the ass. Add your own lemon then.
Looks like you guys pissed her off.
Whoops, sorry. Wait, Zhao, what do you mean none for you? You were the one going on about it.
Hey, I was just giving you the general opinion.
Oh.
Sorry about that, Psycho. I put more lemon on yours to make up for it.
I didn't want lemon on mine.
Huh?
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
right.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Real meal.
You can never go wrong with chilled tomatoes. Simple and delicious.
Right? And if you think these are good, I know where we can get some even better ones.
Oh? Where's that?
Why, that'd be none other than my very own garden.
Oh, right. You said Adachi-san was teaching you how to garden. So you grow tomatoes?
Yeah, homegrown's always the best, isn't it? You should have seen my war with the crows.
A war with crows? Don't tell me you solved it with your fists.
Come on, what do you take me for? I hung up CDs and stuff. The movement and the flashing freaks the little bastards out.
Does that sort of thing really work?
Actually, not at all. At least not for me. In fact, it seemed to encourage them.
Jeez. So what'd you do about it?
I tried a bunch of things, but what really sent them packing was wrenching the curtains open and glaring at them.
You just stared at the birds?
Yeah, just opened the curtains and stared. In stone-cold silence.
Yikes. Ooh, how creepy. I'd stop coming around too if I were a crow.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'll do anything for my delicious tomatoes.
Well, if I ever find myself battling crows in my own garden, I know who to call.
Right on. Just say the word.
I bet if home improvement store sold posters of Namba glaring, that'd sell like hotcakes.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Let's
Real
get
meal.
it.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Let's
Real
get
meal.
it.
Tell ya, plenty of bars out there make great curry, but the stuff they make here's all time.
Yeah, it's got that deep curry flavor. You can tell it's been made with love.
Speaking of, one of my customers was telling me most golf clubs make a pretty good curry.
You know, I've heard that too. Curry is usually on the menu at most of them, and they differ depending on the area, so it's fun to compare.
Why do they even serve curry, though? Is it because everyone likes it?
I'm sure that's part of it, but the main reason seems to be that you can dish out curry fast and easy and avoid any long wait times.
I see. That makes sense.
You know, if the curry hits different at each club, then it's probably the same for all the bars. I say we make the rounds and crown ourselves a king.
Hang on. Do you have any idea how many bars there are around here?
A lot more than just this one, that's for sure. Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
Oof. I should have eaten first.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Let's
Real
get
meal.
it.
To think I could have yukkei janggukbap in a place like this. Ah, nothing like it.
This place sure does have an international menu. Japanese-style pickles, curry, even that Korean beef soup you ordered.
You're right. Just shows we've got people from all over.
Nah, these are just the mama here's favorites. She's got a pretty eclectic taste.
Oh, really?
Well, if she's serving food from all over, how about adding some Chinese to the menu? Maybe I'll teach her a recipe or two.
Hey, good idea. What are you thinking?
Fried rice, maybe chili shrimp. The stove at this place doesn't look too hot.
If it ain't burning, it ain't real Chinese. We need big fire.
Huh? You good?
What's got you so worked up all of a sudden?
That's probably just his inner pyro talking. He's not wrong, though.
Guess Zhao will have to wait until they improve their stove.
A worthy investment if this place wants to stay afloat.
You guys, the mama's giving us the stink eye.
At this point, we'll be lucky if they ever serve Chinese.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That's
great.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That's
great.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
わかりました。すぐ行きますね。集合は現地で大丈夫です。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meal.
The stew here is to die for.
Ah, the ginger really hits the spot, doesn't it?
Yeah. By the way, hold on.
What's up, Nanchan?
I forgot what I wanted to say. What was it? It was on the tip of my tongue.
Huh? You alright over there?
Well, that makes sense. It's because you ate ginger, you know.
Explain?
It's said that eating ginger makes you forgetful. And Namba-kun here was slurping it down like it's his last meal. So I guess the old adage is true.
Ow. Go figure.
Ginger is actually proven to improve your focus. But it looks like that's not the case for Namba, huh?
Well, if you forgot it immediately, it probably wasn't that important anyway.
Oh, it just came to me. I was gonna say, you look funny with that grain of rice hanging next to your mouth, Sunhee.
Oh, he's right.
Ugh, you should have told me sooner.
Not a bad look on you.
See, remembering things is overrated. My bad.
Just shut up and eat your ginger, and forget what you saw.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real
to
meal.
eat.
Thanks for buying.
That was
Here's
great.
the food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
I may need to puke.
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real
to
meal.
eat.
The cream lattes they have here are the best. They're all fluffy and cute, and they taste amazing.
I'm a big fan myself. Every time I get one, I have to say no to running out and buying my own espresso machine.
Oh, come on. You should just do it.
You know, I actually did end up going to the electronics store the other day. Turns out there are lots of good ones to pick from.
They are pretty popular.
And of course, the price goes up with each new bell or whistle. Stuff like adjustable temperature or automatic cleaning.
Ooh, they can clean themselves?
I gradually set my sights higher and higher, and before I knew it, I was getting ready to pay up.
And? How much was it?
300,000 yen.
That much? Nanchan, you can afford that?
Nah, I went in with a budget of 5,000, so all I could do was stare at it.
That wouldn't get you any of them.
Sure, but I always seem to fall into it, money or no. Oh well, the lattes I get with you guys taste better anyway. That's enough for me.
Wow, all that and you still tried to squeeze something heartfelt out of it. Thanks for buying.
That was
Here's
great.
the food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
Yep, wasted.
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real
to
meal.
eat.
Thanks for buying.
That was
Here's
great.
the food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。 いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real
to
meal.
eat.
Thanks for buying.
That was
Here's
great.
the food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
The drink's got
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real
to
meal.
eat.
Oh, the grilled lobster is a masterpiece. Smells really great, too.
Sure is. But I wouldn't serve any to Ichiban.
Why? Are you guys fighting?
No, you got it all wrong. It's just that he's got a crawfish named Nancy, and she's basically the love of his life.
Well, surely he's not that sensitive, right? Isn't there a clear difference between a pet and a meal?
You would think so, but For whatever reason, Kasuga actually took it upon himself to save Nancy from being eaten by this one homeless dude. He even traded a premium sushi set for her.
So she was originally meant to be eaten? Huh. I still can't understand what was going through his head, though.
You know, he even brought that crawfish with him to Hawaii.
He really cherishes her that much? Then there's no way he'd accept being served a meal like this.
Now that you mention it, what's Kasuga's favorite food? He seems like the type who'd eat anything.
It's lobster.
Well, forget what I said. That guy'll eat anything.
Jeez, had us worried for nothing.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real
Good.
meal. Man, I'm beat. Finally time to relax. Ah, so refreshing.
Oh, come on, don't just wipe your face with the hand towel. This place is high-end. For the love of God, act like it.
Yeah, my bad. That brings to mind, how does one act high-end?
Well, try to master acting normal first.
But that's the hard part, isn't it? Normal is different depending on the person. Like mannerisms, speech, and stuff.
Whoa there, Namba-kun. Be careful going down that rabbit hole. Next thing you know, you'll be questioning how to breathe.
Hey, don't jinx me. Now I'm seriously worrying about it.
But when it comes to language, it pays to take your surroundings into account.
Go on.
For example, you might say, "Oh my, this baguette has a delightful texture and aroma. It is simply divine," or something.
You're joking, right?
I'm not messing around. I just couldn't think of a good example on the spot.
Baguettes aside, that's actually a good point, Sayako. Sometimes it's really important to read the room. Not that I'm an expert on that, of course.
Well then, why don't we try acting classy from this point on?
Okay. Let's do it.
Sure. Classy.
Guys, it's okay to speak.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real
Good.
meal.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real
Good.
meal. Man, Man, I just can't resist the combo of rice, yakiniku.
I get you. It's a match made in heaven.
That does sound good. But have you ever tried bibimbap? Now that is heaven.
Yeah, that does sound tempting. But you're pretty greedy, Sachan. Ordering 2 main dishes?
What? No, I just meant either one is good.
Then what do you think about eating rice with bibimbap as a side dish?
Wouldn't that be like eating okonomiyaki with rice? The amount of carbs alone would make that immoral. Not that I'd complain.
Okay, then 1 order of rice and bibimbap for Sachan.
Hey, no, I don't want that. I'll get fat. Anyway, that's not what I meant at all.
Guys, this is our chance to finally enjoy some barbecue together. Let's just order some meat.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
No problem so far.
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meal.
Man, I love me some takoyaki. Time to dig in. Hot.
Are you all right? Hold your horses, Nanchan.
All I could think about was eating the takoyaki. I totally forgot that it's piping hot.
The takoyaki from this place is so well cooked that the insides retain their heat, even when the outside cools off a little.
That's how you know it's the best. I just love the crispy outside paired with the tender filling.
I love it.
Maybe swallow first.
My bad. I got carried away. But you know, it really feels like a slice of heaven to just down a highball after scarfing down some great takoyaki.
Yeah, they really elevate each other. I get how you could lose yourself in it, Namba.
And takoyaki goes well with almost any topping. Oh, I want to try them all. Got any recommendations, Sunhee?
Hi. Totally always cheese. Cheese and trees are a perfect match.
Oh, geez. Not you too. Thanks for buying.
That was great.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meal.
for mine.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for mine.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
I may need to puke.
Let's dig in.
Real meal.
What do you think, Kiryu-san? My cooking blowing your mind or what?
As far as the taste goes, I'd say I'm impressed.
Well, get a load of you. You sounded like some food blogger for a second there. Anyway, by the look on your face, it's safe to assume you're enjoying it.
Yeah. I'm kicking myself for missing out on such a delicacy after all this time. Glad I finally wised up.
Hey, I'm just glad that I finally got the chance to cook for you.
You're the real deal, you know that? It's easy enough to dream of a different life, but to create one, that takes mettle. You're first class, as a leader and as a chef.
Oh, really showering me with praise today, huh? You make a good point, though. Reflecting on all the hard work it took to get here just makes my current life as a chef even sweeter.
And never lose sight of that. When you're lucky enough to find a home, you've got to do all you can to protect it.
If the Dragon of Dojima speaks, I do well to listen. I'm gonna take that advice to heart. But hey, not like I did all this for myself alone. I want this to be a place where everyone feels welcome. A chill-out spot. One where every face you see is a friend's. So, come by anytime you like. I'll whip up some grub that'll whisk away all your worries.
That's so. Guess you found yourself a new regular.
Yep. There's always gonna be a spot with your name on it.
Still, I just gotta say, this meal, it's something else.
Thanks for mine.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for mine.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for mine.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
That's
Real
good.
meal. Oh, nothing quite like warm milk when you need to unwind. I could drink it every day of my life.
What's on your mind?
Come to think of it, I can't stand having to drink barium at the doctor's. Milk looks similar enough that I was just reminded of it.
I was wondering why you were staring at your drink. What, were you thinking about some kind of medical test or?
I've never taken barium. Is it nasty?
Kinda. Though it's less about the taste and more like it's just really tough to swallow. I can barely get it down.
So, it'd be better if they made it more palatable.
Well, not necessarily. If the body was tricked into thinking it was good food, that'd activate digestion. And since that raises stomach acid, it'd bork the test.
Whoa. To be expected from Mr. Ex-Nurse.
Right. The logic makes sense, but still tough to swallow. Get it? The barium?
Now that joke is what's really tough to swallow. Let's not do that again.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
That's
Real
good.
meal.
These special pancakes are amazingly fluffy. Oh, looks delish.
Yeah, you definitely won't be hungry after those.
Hey,
Something wrong?
I just remembered that Adachi-san ate the pudding I'd been saving. He still hasn't replaced it.
Well, this is out of the blue. When did this happen?
A few years ago, I had it stored in the fridge over at Survive.
Really? You're still holding on to that grudge after all that time?
Honestly, disputes over food are some of the most passionate. Look, a friend of mine ate another guy's cream puff while they were out on a trip. He hasn't received forgiveness to this very day.
All that drama over a cream puff?
It's more about courtesy among friends. If you want something, you should ask for it.
Speaking of, the strawberries on Sunhee's cake look scrumptious. You mind if I just...
You have a death wish?
Not gonna work, huh?
Not even in your dreams. Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
That's
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat.
Huh. This frozen dessert is really tantalizing. The outer shell is crispy.
You've never had ice brulee before? I also didn't know what to think at first. It's caramelized on the outside, but cold and creamy inside.
So it really is burnt ice cream. Oh, it cracked. That's crazy.
If you're enjoying it so much, then the ice brulee must feel like it's fulfilled its purpose.
Now, the burnt part really takes it to the next level. A savory, bittersweet taste really makes it irresistible. Now that I think of it, whenever Jungi eats fried rice, he really enjoys the burnt bits.
The heck? He's still a kid?
Well, I can actually relate to that. Whenever I get some of those crispy bits, it's like finding a little bonus in my bowl.
Maybe I should keep a blowtorch on hand.
Maybe it'd actually be best not to become a walking fire hazard. Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
この間ついに告白したって言ってたよね。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat.
This omurice is next level. So tender.
Yeah? The chef's got great technique. They sure know their stuff.
Whenever I see omurice, I'm always reminded of the maid cafe that I used to visit with a former coworker.
Oh, right. How could you not associate maid cafes with omurice? The maids draw on it with ketchup for the customers.
But from your tone, it doesn't sound like you had a good experience with it.
That's not it. Considering my age, I just feel like I embarrassed myself when I did the little chant, you know? The one that supposedly makes the food taste better. By the end of it, I wanted to crawl into a hole and disappear. Oh, I cringe hard each time I remember it.
I forgot that you can be kind of self-conscious like that, Nanchan.
To improve the taste. Wait, what's this chant you mentioned?
Yeah, there are words you chant in unison with the maid while you make a heart with your hands. Well, you know about it too, right, Kiryu-san?
Huh? Gotta be. Come on, get tasty. Pretty, please.
Wow, you actually got it right. It's amazing how you didn't hesitate even for a second.
Well, you know how it is.
Who wouldn't enjoy their meal when given a show like this?
A chant infused with the power of the Dragon of Dojima himself. Hey, we all gotta go together sometime. Nanchan can finally redeem himself. Let's all go pretty, please.
You make it seem like I lost all my dignity back at that maid cafe.
I'll be your moral support.
Huh? Real Kiryu-san? What the hell? Why not make a better memory with him? All right, to the maid cafe.
Yeah! Well, at this level of intensity, they might think we came to start a war.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました
Okay.
いらっしゃいませ
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございましたいらっしゃいませ
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました
How much did I drink?
いらっしゃいませ
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat.
You know, I love fast food, because you can get a good meal almost straight away. When hunger strikes, nothing beats it.
Well, if your mind and stomach can spare the time, a sit-down place can be fun too. Otherwise, every second feels like an eternity.
Speaking of sit-down places, I was out at lunch the other day and
Sunhee, you go out to eat?
I have a social life too, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's fair. I just couldn't imagine it is all. Sorry, go on.
Anyway, there was one of those spot the difference books next to the menu. I know they're for kids, but I was bored, so I opened it up. The puzzles were way harder than I thought. I wanted to finish it so badly, I completely forgot to eat. By the time I finished solving them all, it was dark out.
You're one of those customers, aren't you?
Okay, so I overdid it. But the restaurant puts them there to keep you entertained, right? Every place should have that.
Maybe. But if they only got customers like you, they probably wouldn't be in business too long, huh?
Thankfully, I don't think there's too many of those. Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございましたいらっしゃいませ
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat.
Thanks
That's
great.
certainly food.
ありがとうございました いらっしゃいませ
Let's dig in.
That's
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for buying.
That's
That's
the food.
certainly food.
ありがとうございました
I may need to puke.
いらっしゃいませ
Let's dig in.
That's
Real
good.
meal. Beef bowls are a man's best friend. Super extra large is the only way to go.
They live up to their slogan, tasty, quick, and cheap. I've been a loyal customer for as long as I can remember.
That catchy slogan sure gets stuck in your head. It sounds simple, but succeeding at all three is a challenge.
Right. And they definitely live up to it. Wish I had a slogan too.
You got an example?
Something like speedy, strong, stupendous.
Did you just come up with that on the spot? And why include speedy?
Speed on my feet? Duh. Fast runners are always popular.
That's the logic of an elementary school kid. Plus, to be honest, I can't imagine you running fast to save your life, Nanchan.
Yeah, I won't lie, it's pretty accurate.
So a no on that slogan for you. What would Kiryu-san's slogan be?
Strong, somber, sentimental.
Again, what was going through your mind for the last part?
What do you mean by sentimental?
He must mean that Kiryu-san's old school, like what kids these days call a throwback?
Oh, yeah, that's totally what I meant.
I get the feeling that at this point, even you don't know what you're talking about.
By the way, that slogan, the word order actually changed over time. So, back in the day, it was quick, tasty, and cheap, since that was the process of how you'd experience the meal. Then they started to care more about the tasty part of their reputation.
Oh, wow, I had no idea. So they switch it up to reflect the times. That's pretty cool.
Yep, now that's what I call sentimental.
Aw, nice try, but no. Thanks for buying.
That's
That's
the food.
certainly food.
ありがとうございました いらっしゃいませ
Let's dig in.
That's
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for buying.
That's
That's
the food.
certainly food.
ありがとうございました いらっしゃいませ
Let's dig in.
That's
Real
good.
meal.
Thanks for buying.
That's
That's
the food.
certainly food.
ありがとうございました いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
いらっしゃい。
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meat. Ooh, so this is the kind of flavor profile they got going. Not bad at all.
Sure enough, as a chef, you're always sizing up the competition, huh?
It's not like I need to, but any place that can deliver a unique flavor combo is bound to catch my interest. You can call it studious diligence on my part.
Quite an admirable mindset to have, though I assume you could probably learn a lot more at some high-end place.
Not too sure about that. People tend to make true discoveries in the most unexpected circumstances. For example, you wouldn't guess this, but a while ago I discovered that Kasuga's cooking is pretty unique in and of itself.
Kasugas?
One day, he blurted out that he'd serve me a manly meal and said about making meat and potato stew. That's when he plopped in some cough drops.
Ugh, cough drops? You gotta be kidding me.
That's right. I thought he had to be messing with me, but he'd actually added the perfect hint of sweetness. It was delicious. I was baffled. Apparently, it was a secret technique that he learned from this lady who ran a cigarette shop back when he was a kid.
Wow, so that unique flair must be Kamurocho style? It's true that there's a wealth of knowledge out there beyond high society. Still, I'm surprised that you took the risk to eat a meal at Kasuga's. It's just hard to imagine.
Really? It's nothing out of the ordinary. How about next time you take the plunge too, Sonny? You down for a mystery ingredient dinner party at Kasuga's?
I'm gonna have to take a rain check. I still value my life.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうな。いらっしゃい。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real meal.
Thanks for buying.
I was right.
It's certainly food.
ありがとな。
Okay.
いらっしゃい。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real meal.
Thanks for buying.
I was right.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとな。
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real meal. Strawberry parfait and a shortcake. Gotta say, that's quite the combo.
I guess so, now that you mention it. I was really feeling strawberry, so I must have ordered both without thinking. Sorry about that. I let my desires get the better of me.
It's nothing to worry about. But let's add a little something to break it up.
All right, I'll make the order. Now what should I get?
Ah, coffee's just the thing we needed. Bitter and sweet in perfect harmony.
Yeah, matcha kind of works the same way, but,
It's kind of hard to pace yourself when you've got 1 cup of coffee for all that dessert. We'll need to be careful.
I, already downed mine.
So much for pacing it. Thanks for buying.
I was right.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real meal.
Thanks for buying.
I was right.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
Okay.
いらっしゃいませ。
Let's dig in.
I'm ready.
Real meal.
Thanks for buying.
I was right.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。